A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That's how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. The prestigious Circuit de Monaco, then, is not all that dissimilar today to the layout that made its debut almost a century ago. It's 2 miles and 19 corners through the streets of Monte Carlo. And although the average lap speed of around 93 miles per hour is the lowest of the season, the tiny margins for error make it the natural habitat of the safety car. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. O'Neill lines up on pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Leclerc, Hamilton, Norris, Verstappen, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Bottas, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Zhou, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Ricciardo, Sargent, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
A nearly flawless performance here then, and a commanding victory. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. O'Neill increases their championship lead. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I have to give it to O'Neill.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way towards the top. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.